Test, test. What is up, everyone? We are here tonight to discuss once and always again. So I know we had the big stream the other night, but the stream was so big it was hard to focus on individual comments. So I wanted to do this additional stream so you guys can comment with, or comment, and I can go over your comments individually that we can talk once and always. So obviously, once and always has come as of Wednesday. Was an amazing experience, everything that we sort of wanted right now. Definitely leaving us wanting more though. But yeah, it was amazing. I want to get everyone's thoughts on it. First of all, I have a whole new setup. So I wanted to make sure that everyone could hear me. So if you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me just a happy emoji, whatever you got. Also, if you guys didn't know, we are also now streaming on Twitch. So if you guys have any Twitch accounts that you want to go ahead and follow me on there, or you can want to switch over to Twitch, I am there on Twitch at the Legacy of Nerd on Twitch. So we are now streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Got to get it on the camera. So, want to say hi to everybody. Let me make sure at the bottom that you guys can hear me. Sounds good. Okay, awesome. Let's go over the chat. Mr. Timmy, aka I'm sorry, Mr. Timmy Ray the Keen. Good evening. How are you, my friend? I'm going to share this live stream to my community tab. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. You are much appreciated. How's everyone doing tonight? I am doing great. We had an incident right now with the baby where she was just like went off into going into, I usually say she's going Super Saiyan when she starts hitting those like higher notes, but she was going like Super Saiyan 2 and going like Super Saiyan 3. So she just calmed down. The little one's doing better now. I think she's going to sleep by now. But yeah, more phenomenal. I actually went to a con called More Phenomenal. 80s kid from the 90s. Astronaut Ranger saying, say, what's up, everyone? What's up, man? Tyrannosaurus. Dragon Zord. That's what we do here. We got Ranger Restoration Repair. My friend is in the house. What's up, man? How are you doing? We got Tanya Atkins. Good afternoon from Melbourne, Australia. How are you doing? I really appreciate you being here. Always love to hear that we have some people outside of the country that are watching. I know we had Mexico, Canada, but I think you've actually told me you're from Australia before. So thank you for coming back. Matt ZR, JS Roxy, the special was so good. Yes, it was so good. LeBron Fett saying, hello, everybody. We got 80s kid from the 90s saying, I want more stuff like Once and Always special. Maybe Cosmic Fury starts a soft reboot. That is definitely a thought. I we'll talk about that in a second. I want to get to everyone's comments. So 80s, I want Hasbro to release the movie on Blu-ray. I don't know. I don't know if you guys were watching the fan club earlier, but he's thinking it might be coming in June, which I think would be sweet. I would definitely buy Once and Always. And we got Dave's Dimension in the house saying hello, hello. My usual partner in crime. Today I thought I'd go a little solo. That way I could focus on everybody here. The special was amazing. Love the special. More phenomenal. Yes, sounds good. And good. My audio sounds good. Everybody hears me. Good, good, good. Let's go on all platforms. Yep. Baby Super Saiyan. Yep. She went Super Saiyan 2 tonight. So the hair stood up a little bit straighter this time for sure. Editing videos tonight. Oh man, I gotta make sure to check that out. I've been really behind on everybody's YouTube videos, like really, really, really behind. This week has been crazy. Been super busy at work, and then once and always, and just crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey there, buddy. What's up with you, man? Austin McNeil. Glad you're here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm here seeing what you guys thought about Once and Always. A special was the best. I hope we get a sequel. I definitely want to get a sequel. And I really felt like they left it open for a sequel. So saying babies can go big on their own. Yep. LeBron Fett putting in Dave's Dimensions link for YouTube. Guys, remember, you feel free to add your links if you have a YouTube. Have no issues with that. So ever promote yourself. Don't worry. Got astronaut saying I'll definitely buy. Yes, I would definitely buy a Blu-ray of Once and Always. I think it'd be super fun. And plus, you just got to own it, a hard copy, just in case, man. Especially something that's special. I really need to start picking up like the Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers the movie, and the Turbo movie. I really got to pick those up. I loved it, even though I wanted more, but it was fantastic for sure. So at the beginning of the series, like the show, you see like Billy. I thought it was really reminiscent of Marvel. And we talked about this in the live stream on Wednesday, but it's very reminiscent of a Marvel movie. Like he was just like the breathing, and like he's like all beat up on his side. You got Billy uh, on the ground, and we already got Robo Rita there, just already there. I thought it was super cool. I want to know what you guys thought about that opening scene where she's like, "You have any last words?" and he goes, "It's Morphin time." I wanted to know what you guys think about that because I thought it was really sweet. A Blu-ray maybe with behind the scenes and outtakes and maybe a director's cut. Yeah, I mean, obviously they were filming behind the scenes because we got those promos from Hasbro when they were before they released the trailer. So they were talking to David Yost. They had interviewed Karen Ashley, Johnny Young Bosch, and we only saw them say like a sentence. So I would not be surprised if there's like a whole, at least a 30-minute documentary on the making of Once and Always. I would have loved to see like, like Simon Bennett, the executive producer, filming, calling David Yost, like, yo, you want to be the Blue Ranger again? Like that'd be so dope. I would so watch that. And I think it'd be so fun seeing them like bring on the different characters and then I know they see each other at cons, but like being on set with each other would be really cool. I'm really happy there was a reference to In Space and Andros is my favorite Red Ranger. If you guys don't know, LeBron Fett, Andros is his favorite Red Ranger. He will tell you every single time. He is not happy about losing the giveaway for the disguised Andros. Yep. I hope the special is released with extras on Blu-ray for sure, man. I would love that. Um, Kat said that there was a deleted scene, and I don't know if it was deleted from the scene or deleted from the script. So, Catherine Sutherland, who obviously plays Kat, the Pink Ranger, said there was a scene where there was a little girl sitting on a couch watching a silhouette of Trini like training her kata, like doing her kata and doing all that. And the person behind the silhouette was actually Charlie Kirsch, who plays Min Kwan, Trini's daughter. But they had put like banes on her to make her look like Trini. And she said like it was like really good, and like she doesn't know why they cut it. She maybe's like maybe they felt like they had enough sentiment in there. I'm not sure. I would have loved to see that scene if it was filmed. I don't know if it was filmed, but I think there was definitely the want to do that, which I think is really really cool. They just need to do a mini series and touch on the little details for sure. There's things I wanted to hear that we didn't miss or that we missed. Obviously, Billy could have come back from Aquatar at any time. I just want to know like the decision as to why he left Aquatar too. I would have loved to hear what happened to Alpha 5. We still don't have any idea what's going on with Alpha 5. Um, there's some little things in there. I think I would want to hear uh, what brought on this Zordon thing. Like he wanted to bring back Zordon. Um, Zach is a congressman. We know Rocky. Is Kat just a stay-at-home mom? Like what's going on there? Kind of getting the sense. I could kind of see her as a teacher, to be honest. LeBron Fett put it in his channel. No worries, man. That was the top tier moment for sure. The beginning of it was definitely. I absolutely love the opening scene of the OJ Rangers kicking butt like old times, especially like with that fire scene. Was just like they're running and the explosions in the background, and then the title card comes out. Like I wasn't expecting all that, and I thought it was like really cool and really. I think it really hit a good point. And it was really cool. And we kind of got an idea of the special at the beginning. Like, are we using voiceovers? Are we using voice impressionists or old audio? And I felt like we got that answered pretty quickly. That if we were going to have any Sia or Ya or Kias, they were going to be probably voice impressionists, which I understand. That was I just lost that one. LeBron Fett. The opening was great. I loved how when Power Rangers stopped, the tone shifted for real, man. Got like real serious. Um, we go through this a little bit and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Have to make sure. Andros is my favorite Red Ranger too. Awesome. Rondo is in the house saying hi to everybody, making his round, man. Again, I just saw him in General Kenobi stream and now he's here. We know. In Space is my favorite season. He got the first that is true. He got the first battleizer. Unless you count the Dragon Shield as an armor up, but do you count it as a battleizer? I don't know. Well, they definitely called him Armored Red Ranger now. So that's something to consider as well. Awesome 80s to see great dude. Saying hi to Rolando. Who is Trini's dad? That is a detail. I guess that is a detail they feel like they didn't have to acknowledge. It could be just someone, or just someone that Trini met in the last 30 years. Well, I guess Min is like 15 at the time that Trini died, so 15 years before that. I wasn't getting the sense that it was Jason. I was not getting the sense that it was Zach or obviously anything like that. So I don't think it's a Ranger. I don't think it's anybody that's like been in the show. I know we had a couple of characters, side characters that people were thinking it could be. Someone brought up that Min is a Taiwanese name. So, or was it a Vietnamese name? Is a Vietnamese name, and that it may be somebody from Vietnam. I can't remember what they said actually. So, or it might be for Vietnamese ancestry. So that'd be interesting. Who we don't know. Austin McNeil and the unmorphed fights were really cool. I wish they were longer, but it was awesome nonetheless, man. I agree. There was a lot of good choreography in here. That juice bar scene was really, really cool with Rocky and Zach and Zach doing his hip hop keto. I thought it was really, really cool and I enjoyed it for sure. Uh, Matt says, and how did Aisha come back from Africa? That was another thing. Did you? So I don't know if you saw, but we interviewed Karen Ashley here on the channel, and I asked her that exact question, like, are we gonna find out like how Aisha even a ranger? Because obviously, like her young self went to Africa and like everything was changed when the world was put back at the right time. And she was like, I don't even think we get too much into that, and they didn't get into that at all. I want to hear about that. I want to hear how they got to SPA. I want to know exactly what SPA is, whether it's Space Patrol Alpha or Academy. I'm getting a sense that it's Alpha, just because they said they were going to galaxy, taking care of things. I would feel like an academy would be in one place and they wouldn't be putting or taking their recruits on missions or anywhere they could be in danger until they're ready. So that was my thought. After Cosmic Fury, we get Power Rangers Legacy, old and new Rangers. Make it happen, guys. That'd be pretty sweet. I I would love like they do like a real like good like actual send off. You know, acknowledging all the seasons that came before. If Cosmic Fury really is the end, I want them to acknowledge. So, I interviewed Hunter Dino last month, and she's Amelia. She's the pink Dino Fury Ranger. But if you guys have met her or you guys know what she's going to be in Cosmic Fury, she's actually going to be the new Red Ranger. And now, when I was talking to her, I said I had brought up, oh, I interviewed Austin St. John. I just interviewed the first Red Ranger, and then I'm interviewing you now, the latest Red Ranger. And she's like, oh yeah, that's actually really cool. She's like interviewing the first and last. And I was like, what do you mean? I didn't say anything then, but I was like, why did you say last? Why did you say last Red Ranger? Now she could just be thinking, oh, no big deal. She just meant like the latest Red Ranger. She just or the one at the end of the line at the current. But she said last Red Ranger, so that got me thinking like, is that really where it's going to end as far as the continuity goes, or did she just make a mistake? I don't know. I think I don't know if it was a slip up, but she said it so freely and easily. I don't know what it could have been. How cool is the command center? Yeah, it was really cool. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of that. Blah, 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 blah. Pull up picture of command center. Of course. Oh, that's just Min. I just had to press the screen. So, guys, I got a new setup here, and I am not really set up yet. I'm just pretend set up. So, excuse me. So, we got some of the command center right here. Everybody says this is really Star Trek inspired for sure, and I can definitely see that. I love the outside. So the outside, it's weird because they said it's like the upper level of the command center is the command center. So Cranston Tech, that's Cranston Tech, all right there, right? But that really top level apparently is the command center. So the whole thing is not the command center. So part of that is the business office and part of that is the command center. according to what Billy said in the special. Oh my god, it keeps on going to the bottom, and I can't. Let's see. Pull it up. This is why I need a mouse. I'm old. I need a mouse. We got Awesome and Yo. Yeah, Dave Mays mentioned. I agree with you, buddy. Yep. They need a major villain for the legacy idea, Dave. Yeah, they would. Like a huge one. Wish the Dragon Zord was in it. Still great. I was wondering if the Dragon Zord was going to show up. Obviously, we got the Megazord, which was really, really cool. I imagine we probably weren't going to see the Dragon Zord just because um, all the stills, there's really no green, especially in the trailer, there was really no Green Ranger around. So I didn't expect to see the Dragon Zord. Especially they made a point that they just figured out how to get the saber-tooth tiger to work without a pilot. Um, but they hadn't said that they necessarily could do that for all the other Zords. So definitely something to bring up there as well. Oh my god, I'm so behind, guys. I'm so sorry. They need a major villain. Just Dragon Zord was there. Maybe he was trying to bring Zordon back because he watches Buzz Blast and saw Zed was back. Dude, that would be awesome. That would be a really cool point. Why are you going to make a better show than we already got? Don't do that. Saying hi to Rolando, and the new command center was totally unbelievably awesome. It looked really good. They spent like I thought when they spent their budget on this show, I thought that the budget all went into the command center, and obviously throughout the special, you could see that like they were really utilizing everything that they could, and I think they did really well with spending sets. Everything looked amazing. Even like the CGI parts were good. Rita's palace looked really good. The juice bar looked amazing. Uh, Here's another one, the command center. It looks really good. I really enjoyed everything as far as the sets. There's the crack. So I want to talk about the crack on the tube. Now, did you guys all think that this was the original tube that Zordon had? Because I did, and I'll tell you why I did. Because that crack is in the same exact spot. I don't know if you guys can see it. See how it's angled right there, where Andros took the hit. So that would be totally consistent of where the crack would have been had if Andros had cracked that tube himself. But we found out this was actually a crack that was caused by when Rita, Rita's evil essence, broke out of that tube. But that totally got me. I thought that was for sure. Maybe the dad is Richie. I really don't think it's Richie. I really just don't think it's worth saying right now. They might bring it up later. We don't know. Here's the question: who's the cooler Ranger, Andros or Zane? Ooh, probably Andros. Probably Andros. Don't tell Justin Nemo I said that. He won't let me talk to him again. I really want to do another interview with him. That audio was not good. I want to redo that. Hello. Will they make a Once and Always 2? Keep it going. Always, I love Once and Always. I really hope so. I really hope they make another one. That doesn't have to be called Once and Always, but can be called, just the sequel or whatever. But I would really enjoy another special. I had said this many times. I was hoping that this was going to be the start of many specials and not necessarily just um, a one-off. I really hope this leads to more. People are saying, hoping that this leads to a 10-episode series based off of what Johnny Young Bosch said. I would just be happy with another special like in a year. I would be really happy with that. And then maybe that lead to a 10-episode series if that one does well too. I think I've already watched it 3 times. Dan from the fan club was on here and he was saying that to show Hasbro we want more and we got to play this a lot. So I agree. I think we need to up those numbers where Netflix calls Hasbro and says we need another one. Like that did really well. We need them to say I saw that was number 3. I don't know where it was today, but all Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is back in wide release right now where everybody can see it, which is really really cool. I mean, 1 second, guys. MMA head says, keep up the great work, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Johnny Moretto says, hey, man, Once and Always was great. It was great to see Billy and Zach and Min was amazing as the Yellow Ranger. Obviously, it's to a 10-episode series and it's still trending. Guys, it's up to us to keep it trending. Like, we got to keep watching it. Like, even if you're like, just have it, like you're doing stuff put it on. Like just let it play in the background. Like even if you're cleaning the house, washing dishes, just put it on. Just have it running back, or have it on your phone, on the TV, whatever. Just have it running on the background. Whenever you're not using that device, I would say just play it and just let it run, and keep doing that over and over and over, because that will, if people are seeing that people are watching this more than once, oh, Netflix salivates on that. Like you watched a Netflix thing more than once when we have all these choices. Nah, man, you that's an idea for sure. Even I know there's only 20 people in here to hear that, but 20 people can make a difference for sure. One person can make a difference. Let's get this going, man. Orlando Flores putting some links in. Thank you, my friend. 16 watching, 7 likes. Smash that like button if you love Power Rangers. Yes, guys. I'm really bad about checking the likes and talking about. If you could please like the video, I really appreciate it. Get us out to more Power Ranger fans. That'd be awesome. Just helping the channel grow is always good. I do want to do a video on something, but I haven't filmed it yet. I've been like super busy, and I think it'll still be relevant like for a couple of weeks that I want to film it. So, but yeah, we're helping. The channel's growing a lot. There's a lot of new people here. And thank you for joining us. I really appreciate everyone that is new, and of course everyone that has been here for a long time, like Astronaut Ranger saying, Dave's Dimension, LeBron Fett. Man, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people, new people, but thank you. Hip hop keto for the win. It looks great, dude. I talked about this in the last stream, but I'll tell the story again. So Kat was saying, you know, Walter was all happy about doing his hip hop keto, and he did the flip. Like he actually did the flip when he was doing the fight in the juice bar, and he was all amped up and telling Kat he was so excited about it. And Kat said that the next day he came and he was all like tired, and he had a rolling pin on him, and he was telling her how sore he was. And I just thought that was super funny. But he could still do it. I think I had him flipping in one of my videos, but I don't have it here. But yeah, I think it was really, really cool, for sure. Of course, I lost my spot again, so let me go do it. We put in Timmy Ray's link in the chat, so make sure to go follow Timmy Ray. Ranger Restoration Repair. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see more Adam Aisha. Hopefully, it'll show up in Cosmic Fury. I wanted more, yeah, from them. Karen Ashley did talk about maybe rejoining us after, so we should maybe message her and see what's going on. Maybe she has some ideas of what she would like to float on how to get Aisha some more time, some more TV time. Dude, maybe she's currently a squad. That's what the A is. Yeah, that's possibly. Tanya Atkins, my 6-year-old loved the special. My 6-year-old daughter loved the special. The power lives on with the next generation. Yes, definitely. I was watching an old interview the other day um, of Jason David Frank, and this was like in 2010, and he was saying that at the time, I guess like cons were asked, invited him, and he was going to do a panel, and the con was worried because they're like, hey, there's not a lot of kids here, and he's like, in 2010, he was like, oh no, my audience is all like 22 to 35, and they're like, oh, and he's like, and looking around now, he's like, you guys are all in that age range. He's like, but at that time they were re-airing, that remastered, not the remastered, but the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series that they redid that had the pop pow on there. It was kind of weird. They re-edited it for 2010, and he said he really thought that at that time that a lot more little ones would be more involved with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers than they were before, because they were reintroducing it. And like he said, like little kids don't know that like this show's old, and he's totally right. Like little kids, when they watch TV and something's on, like they don't really necessarily like think like this is old. They just watch it. Now I'm talking about little kids, like 5 to 9. I think around 10, 11, 12, people are like, this is old. I can tell this is old. But he was, at that time, he was thinking a lot more Mighty Morphin fans were going to be happening, and I think a lot more did come. And I think it was a weird thing that people didn't necessarily didn't like, because we wanted a new season at the time. But I think it really sort of kind of like rebolstered the audience for sure. Rolando Flores is talking about the ride for Roswell for Dave's Dimension. Guys, go to Dave's Dimension YouTube and talk and look at his videos about Ride for Roswell. He's doing amazing bike ride that he is doing a fundraiser for, and it all goes to cancer research. So make sure you go and donate. And he's like, say you throw in $20, you get a chance at winning McFarlane figures. He's giving away a Batmobile, so like you get all on an elimination wheel. So just for $20, you can get possibly like $100 toy, which is crazy. All you gotta do is, and the money doesn't go to him. The money just donates to the cancer research for Ride for Roswell. So he's actually doing. He's hoping to go international. There's the ride actually goes up to Canada and comes back down. So he's hoping if he raises enough money, he can be part of that part that goes international too. Johnny Moreno says, Once and Always is doing so well on Netflix that has led to more specials and a 10-episode series. Hasbro, please, and Netflix, please make it happen. Yes, let them know. Okay, comment like on their Hasbro Pulse stuff. Comment on the Hasbro page, the Power Rangers page. Like, just when's the sequel coming? When's the sequel coming? Like, I would comment all the time. Anytime they have a post, even if the post is like GI Joe or like Transformers. Hey, what any word on the Once and Always sequel? Do it, dude. Like, I mean, we got Justice League Zack Snyder cut to come out. Why can't we get another 1 hour special? At least, right? Well, Adam Aisha said that they were fighting Trubians, so that was pretty cool regarding SPA. Yep, that was cool. And they said they were in the Sirius Galaxy, so that was all like Doggy Kruger stuff. I had to be reminded about that actually. Thanks. One for us added more prizes. Star Wars Black Series figures. That's pretty cool, man. So there's even more stuff there. Hold on. I always lose my place, guys. I lose my place. I'm way behind. Someone just give me a super chat. Oh, oh, where are we at? Ooh, I Marie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. There was too much CGI, especially the cartoon Zord. Okay, we'll talk about the cartoon Zord. So the cartoon Zord, um, very reminiscent of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. At least I thought it was. I know other people thought it was better or worse or whatever. Um, we got what we got. We did not have a movie budget. We had maybe the budget of an entire series of Power Rangers here, which is still not that much because they go Sentai almost all the time. I am happy with what we got. Now, if we go further, I would want that to improve. But at the same time, I think it'd be hard with the doing it a different way and showing the Megazord and not being blocky. So the question is, do you want better CGI within the budget and it lose somewhere else, or do you want someone back in the suits again? But I do respect your opinion for sure. I do understand what you are saying there. I want to go back up here. There's a lot more comments. I hear you, Johnny. I'm down for that, buddy. Rolando Flores, nice days dimension, hand waving. God, I wish I could see these emojis on here. I really can. Uncaged Otaku, I thought everything was fantastic. I did too. I thought it was great. I had a lot of fun. Thomas Franco is saying, Hey guys, hey my friend, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I am behind in the chat, so if you said anything in the future, I'm sorry. I wonder if we could see a team up with In Space, Lost Galaxy, and SPA. I think if they do another special, we need to at least have a cameo or bring in the new Jedi powers. Ninjor would be cool. I would love to see Ninjor or Auric the Conqueror. You know, bring in Zeo. I know we're a couple years away from 30 years for Zeo, so that'd be cool. General Kenobi's in the house. How are you doing, my friend? I really appreciate you. Loved your interview with Layla and Shu today. She is so sweet, and you are such a good interviewer, man. Much better than I am. Andros is the cooler one. Saying hi to Kenobi. I hope they do another with Jason. I know. I think he wants to be in it too. I also think that Jason and Kim are married and have a couple of kids. If we get a series of the next generation of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, kids would be very, very awesome. I am a person that does believe that Kimberly left Tommy for Jason because the way that they showed up together in Turbo, pretty suspicious, guys. Reboot Ranger, really appreciate you. Days Dimension, Power Rangers, Fall of the Dragon. Ooh, I love that name though. I mean, so is Zach. Zach a Mastodon Power Coin, a proxy coin, since Adam still has his Mastodon powers. Oh, from once Ranger. Maybe it's a possibility. Or did he just have Black Ranger power and those in the Jedi powers? Did he say Mastodon? I think he did say Mastodon. He did say Mastodon. Ooh, that's a good question. Will Zordon come back? I think they're setting up. They want a return of Zordon. I wonder if he's the one that would reboot everything. It's number 3 yesterday, 4 today. Oh man, get it back to just get it back to 3, and then let's get it back to 2. You think Cosmic Fury comes before in Space Rangers? Because Simon Bennett said Dino Fury was before Mighty Morphin, Cosmic is after MMPR. So I think what he said was the Once and Always was before Dino Fury, and Cosmic Fury is going to be after all Once and Always and Dino Fury. So I don't think Cosmic Fury is before In Space. I think because they already had the Astro Mega ship, if you noticed, when on the screen as one of the stations for Power Rangers. And give it 2 thumbs up. Also, I did too. Jared Edson, my opinion is that I enjoyed it, but it had I had flaws with it. I did too. I understand that, and I totally get that. YouTube, LeBron Fett putting up Reboot Rangers YouTube. Watching it right now. Awesome. I'm watching it right now. Awesome. Thanks. You guys are awesome. Yeah, let's get a 5-part so we get one for In Space. That'd be sweet. I know. I mean, I talked to Christopher Kamen Lee, who played Andros. He said he'd come back, but he would like his either. I think he wanted his version of Andros to come back, the Red Raider from Bloodline of the Grid. But I think most of them would come back. As Zane, Justin Nemo, the guy who plays Zane, the Silver Ranger, said he'd come back. He said he'd even shave, and he said he would even dye his hair bleach blonde again. So he said he'd come back. Check out those interviews. I interviewed these guys on the channel, guys. I have a playlist up. Just hit the interview tab, and you can watch. I interviewed most of In Space. I just need to interview Selwyn Ward, and then I pretty much interviewed everybody from In Space. I would love to interview Astronema Melanie Perkins, and then obviously I can't interview Cassie or Patricia Lee because she doesn't do cons. Did the stream cut off? It froze up on me. Oh no! I hope it didn't cut off. So I'm way behind on the stream on this chat. Which also St. John was in the 30th anniversary special on Netflix. He will always be my childhood favorite OG Ranger. Obviously, he has his issues right now. That's all we can really say about that. Yeah, no worries. Reboots. If they bring Zordon back, they will put him in the tube or use a body. Was then they could use Tommy's body and become the new Green Ranger. I don't know about that. I was thinking like, why bring Zordon back and put him back in a tube? Like, give him something more, something, unless the tube is just temporary and just to hold him for a second. But Rita was able to take over Alpha's body. I'm just saying, like, at least give him, like the suit that he gets in the comics would be pretty sweet. Thomas Franco says, "Hey man, it wasn't explained if Zach's Dino powers were proxy coin. Dino Quest is Mastodon still, Adam still. I have no idea. That I didn't even think about that, and I specifically talked about that in the video that I did, the 10 things you should know before you watch the special, and I didn't even think about that. The Easter egg video I did is one of my favorite videos I've done. It is a good video, man. I enjoyed it. Saying hi to Thomas. Johnny Modell says, I really hope we see more of Min Kwan's Yellow Ranger and form her own team in the near future. I agree. I definitely agree too. Thank you again for the super chat. I know we talked about that in a second ago. Because to me, Jason and Kim are my favorite Power Rangers couple in the whole universe. Like I said, I feel like they're probably together. That's just me. And I think that because someone brought up like, how is Kat so cool with Tommy going off to fight with his ex-girlfriend? And that's because Jason's there. I'm totally with you, man. We just added 6 Star Wars figures courtesy of Mr. B Customs. Awesome, man. Matt saying 2010 had a bad reversioning the Batman TV show as comic effects. I agree, but I think a lot of kids it introduced a lot of kids too, which is always great. I just personally love the storyline, but was focused too much on Billy and Zach. But to be honest, the CGI was too much. I wanted to see a guy in a Zord outfit. I can understand that. Like that's nostalgia for that. As I mean, they're focused on Billy and Zach because they were the originals, and they were the only 2 originals that were there. And besides Robo Rita, the voice of Robo Rita, Barbara Goodson, and the voice of Alpha, Richard Horvitz. I think that's right. So those they focused on. I feel like those all those actors had the most lines. Alpha had a lot of lines. Rita, of course, had a lot of lines, and then Zach and Billy had a lot of lines. So I think they wanted to focus on them especially. But the CGI was bad, but the fighting scenes are great. Put in the league for Roswell Park. Appreciate you, LeBron, for Dave's mention. Go help Dave out, everybody. Yes, please. It was okay for me till the CJ monster fight. I totally understand, but I still loved it. But I really love that cockpit. The cockpit for the Megazord looked really good and made me think that they put a lot of effort into this and they spent their money well. I agree. I think that. Dion King saying I loved it. Astronaut Ranger saying CGI was good as far as Power Rangers go. As Power Rangers go, they did the best they could with what they had. I agree. I agree. And I think that they were able to get more originals back, it would have been more focused on a team. They should have taken out the CGI. They should have taken out the CGI at the end and did what the original did, was just man the suit. I don't know. I'm okay with what they did. I liked what they did. There were some cool scenes for sure. I very much enjoyed it. Uh, I mean, this looks sweet. Like you can't say, at least that one shot looks sweet. Like for sure, man. I love the way that looks. Um, I lost my spot. Okay. Will Zordon ever come back to Power Rangers? I don't know. Maybe he will. I like Zordon suits. I mean, I mean, even in the newer stuff, like they're using a lot more CGI than they are the suits for sure. I was expecting the old school Zord fight with the human in the Zord outfit. I don't think I was because of what I saw in the trailer, but that's okay. Matt Zords suits are usually better. Yeah, Ninja needs to come back for sure. I agree. I would really. I think that would have been a great, and I think that's something that they left off too, as far as the uh how did they get their powers back? I would. It's such an easy thing. Ninja at the end of season 3 went back to his cave, right? Okay, well he remade the Dino powers. He's apparently the one that made them in the beginning, or he made the original coins. So why not? Why couldn't he do it again? I totally agree. Oric the Conqueror. Oh, yes, Oric the Conqueror. He didn't get much. He didn't get much focus at all. And I love that toy as a kid. I had Oric the Conqueror. I actually have one now, but it's a different one. It's not the one I was a kid. But yeah, I love that toy. Agreed. Ooh, yeah. I want to do follow up interviews now with the In Space cast. What they think, especially because Carlos was there too. So Carlos and Ashley were there. So I wonder what Andres would have thought. That's really cool. Return of the Phantom Ranger. I mean, he was there as a once and always. He was there. I think they're going to be working on getting him big again, but at Aquitar. But maybe he does a cameo, Cosmic Fury. Once and always has a connection to Buzz Blast too. It does. They were doing the reporting. It would have been really cool before they left the command center. They would do the classic Power Rangers jump. Yeah, that would have been cool. I'm still happy. Wonder how they would have done that. How that would have looked. LeBron watched Bloodline on the Grid or Shattered Pass. I'm pretty sure he has, man. He, especially when I interviewed those guys. My review is on my YouTube channel. Awesome. Put your YouTube channel in the link, and I'll check it out for sure. Uh, Tanya Atkins says my 10-year-old put it on for you. Oh, awesome. Like I said, just if you can just play in the background, get those numbers up. Even if it's just 20 of us, for a week, we just play in the background. They're gonna notice. We to keep letting Netflix and Hasbro know we want more PR specials. Uh, 10 episode series. I just messaged them on Instagram. Yes, comment, message. Well, I don't know about messaging them, but comment on their post for sure. I would say, that way everybody sees it, and you can maybe get other people to see it too, and then be like, "Ooh, I agree. They should make another one." So I would think comments or posts are more effective. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space. Dun, 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 dun. I have their great. I have the Bloodline of the Grave. Are they going to make a new 30th anniversary toys? So I had thought. So my information had told me was that uh, they had sold packaging that were all focused on 30th anniversary toys, right? And so I thought those were once and always. What that person actually meant was that they just it was gonna be 30th anniversary focused, not necessarily once and always. And that packaging ended up being the remastered series and being Rita and Minotaur. Um, but they said they had salt packaging for more than just those. So we'll see. We'll never know. Maybe we'll find out soon. Uh, Nakia Barista is open to coming back. She said that on her YouTube channel when her and Catherine reviewed and discussed a special. I actually interviewed Nakia Barista here on the channel also, and she said that to me as well. She had said that she is the only person that of her cast that has not been asked to ever return, and that's because all her cast was always Mighty Morphin. You know, you got Tommy, Kat, Adam, Billy, Jason. They were all Mighty Morphin cast, even Zordon Alpha. So she had never been asked to come back, and she felt like she wanted to come back. I actually put that up on my TikTok when I was talking to her, and that blew up, man. I got a lot of response. We need to see Tanya back for sure. But yeah, I actually have that interview with Nakia Baris here on the channel. So guys, check out my interviews. I've interviewed of the originals. I have original Zordon, Austin St. John. We got Karen Ashley. Then we got Andros, Christopher Kamen Lee, Roger Velasco, Carlos, Justin Nemo, Zane, and then I actually interviewed Tracy Lynn Cruz, who played Ashley, and then Patrick David, who was the Red Psycho Ranger. And then who else did I interview? I interviewed Nakia Baris, who was Tanya. I interviewed Brennan Mejia, which was Tyler from the Red Dino Charge Power Ranger, or Red Ranger. And then I interviewed Jazz Badwalia, who's the Blue Beast Morpher Ranger. I interviewed Hunter Dino, who is Pink Dino Fury and Red Cosmic Fury. I interviewed Jordan Fight, who is Aeon, was the Gold Ranger for Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. Who else did I put up? Um, I interviewed Hector David, who was the Green Samurai Ranger, and then I interviewed Jenna Frank, who you guys know as Jason David Frank's daughter, who's going to be in Legend of the White Dragon. I have three more interviews I haven't even posted. Was it three? Yeah, I have three more interviews I haven't posted yet because I haven't had time to edit them. So I have maybe it's more than three. I have to think about it. So I have more interviews coming, and if any more Rangers come in the area, I will definitely go ask them if they want to talk for sure. Face Red Droopy. Oh, I interviewed Karen Blake Foster also. We did that on a live stream. So yeah, that's another one too. I wish I could. StreamYard needs to update this so I can see. According to IMDb, Charlie Kirst is going to be in Cosmic Fury along with Billy. I know Billy is going to be in it. Well, I suspect Billy's going to be in it because he was on the call sheet of one of the Cosmic Fury sets. So obviously the call sheet is who they have, who's allowed to be on set that day for filming, and David Yost was on it. Agreed that Kim left Tommy for Jason. Yep, I think so too. Have to show OG love. Yep. Thomas Franco says, "Who's the father of men? Billy, Jason, or Adam?" I don't think it's anybody that we know. I think it's somebody that Trini probably met, maybe at the Peace Conference or in college or something. CGI was better to compare to the '95 movie. I agree. I think it was too. Rita sexy. Oh my god, LeBron. That's funny. Whose sports car was parked outside the command center in special? So it was green. There was a black truck. There was a blue motorcycle and the rad bug. I was getting the sense that that was probably Billy's too. I was thinking maybe Billy's. I don't know why Tommy would have parked his car at the command center because they met at the cemetery when he got kidnapped. So I know it was a green car, but I think it was still Billy's car, or maybe just a worker's car that she stole. Maybe it wasn't even Billy's car. That'd be rude. I'm getting the Lightning Collection Rings. I actually got it right there. I got the that one in black and gold, and then I got the Astro making sure underneath. The only thing I need is the Dragon Zord. I've been slacking. I wish they actually did the time travel thing. That would have really been extremely interesting if they traveled to. I agree too. Um, I get that, and I was kind of expecting that. At the same time, it's 50 minutes, and that would have added probably another 30 minutes. But that would have been cool to if they were able to figure that out. The ending should have showed all the Rangers come back and say farewell. Then if Robotic Lord Zed came, that would that would have been so cool. Well, Lord Zed's already back in Dino Fury. I thought Lord Zed was gonna be more responsible for why Rita was back, but it being Billy was actually more kind of messed up, and I kind of appreciated that. That it wasn't even Zed, it wasn't even Evil Force, it was Billy that brought back Rita. But I did think that Lord Zed and Sprocket were going to be the reason he was robotic. Did not expect Robo Rita to go into Alpha and use Alpha's parts to become Robo Rita. Did not expect that at all. I really wish Zed would have shown up in some way. I do too. I was expecting a Zed. Do you believe that they would do reunion episodes based on the idea of Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, whose actors have passed away? I don't think they'll ever focus on Shane, the Red Ninja Storm Ranger, because of the horrible things he did before he died. Um, so I think that season is going to be rough. I don't think we'll ever see a head sculpt of Shane for Ninja Storm. Dino Thunder, I don't know. I don't think so. Just because I don't think so. The Red Ranger Connor, his name is Jack Napier. He wants nothing to do with Power Rangers. So I think Dino Thunder would have been one of those harder seasons to get everybody back, because you right there, your Red Ranger doesn't wants nothing to do with Power Rangers. So um, I think that'd be tough. Do you think Bulk and Skull will come back as Ranger? I think that'd be sweet. I would really like that. I would just like to see them come back. I don't even need to see them come back as Power Rangers. I know we got the picture of them in Once and Always of their sandwich shop, but I really would appreciate it just to see them there a little bit more. But that's okay. At least we got something. I would have loved them to be for them to be there. Wondering how Billy is going to react when he finds out that Zed is alive. He'll probably say, "Are you serious?" Well, guys, yeah, he probably will. But remember, he said he's going into space after that. And who else are we expecting to be in space? Cosmic Fury. We're expecting Cosmic Fury to be in space. So I think that is coming up soon. I think we may see Billy going face to face with Zed, which would be sweet. Yes, bring Tanya back. Bring Tanya back. Bring Nakia back for sure. I don't think the Gold Ranger triplets are ever coming back because of the controversy they caused online. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, or at least two of the triplets. But yeah, probably not. They kind of burn their bridges. Yeah, thank you for putting the playlist, man. Those are all my interviews right there with Rangers. Already talked to them a lot of it about this stuff. Isaiah Gold can always be a suit with Brad voicing Trey if Trey ever returns. That'd be sweet. I would like that. Harvey Garvey might be Tree's baby dad. LeBron. Oh my gosh, man. What am I gonna do with you, my friend? 80s kid from I need the Astro Megazord too. Yes, that'd be sweet. We do need him. If they did a Zero reunion, would you think that they would find a way for Jason could actually keep the Gold Ranger powers? And they need to make him a Master Morpher. What do you think? I think the issue is with Austin St. John, his legal troubles. So if they get that solved, he's exonerated, and anything could come up. Until then, the Gold Rangers are with Trey. So we'll probably just see Gold Ranger in suit, like LeBron said, or who said, uh, Matt said that with Brad, I can see Brad Hawkins coming back to voice him, but I don't think we'll see Austin St. John in the Gold Ranger suit until his situation gets fixed. I need Astro Megazord too. Why not? Can Zordon come back as Ranger? Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why did Zordon have to be relegated to a tube? Why couldn't we have put him in a body? Why couldn't we have put him in a Ranger suit? Like, why not? I would think that'd be really sweet. That'd be really cool. Matt says I think they have a thing where Rangers cause the fault of a villain. Okay, let me start over. I think they have a thing where Rangers cause the fault of a villain's awakening, which I think is kind of funny in a sad way. Yeah, which Rangers have caused awakenings? So I mean, I'm thinking Mighty Morphin, and it was astronauts that woke her up or opened the dumpster. The Machine Empire just showed up. Zed just showed up. Um, Diva Talks just showed up. Um, Astronomer just showed up. I can't. Lost Galaxy maybe, and then Time Force showed up. Lightspeed showed up. Wild Force maybe a little bit. Ninja Storm. No, they were there before. SPD. Well, kinda a little bit. I don't know. I have to think about that more. I can't go this 35 times in a row or invade the body of an alpha. Well, might as well, right? We know what can happen. I'm hoping Dark Spectre will come back. Be interesting. I wonder how they would do that. What I don't know. I do not what happened to Alpha 5, Dane. Alpha 5. I do not know. I want to know what happened to Alpha 5. I'm thinking he's probably in a junkyard somewhere, man. What bad stuff did Shane Red Ranger do? Google it. Google it, man. I'm not going to talk about it on this channel. He did some bad stuff. He did some horrible stuff. Because Jason deserves the power more better than the Trays. I mean, hopefully this things get handled. Zordon has an Iron Man suit in the comics. Yep, he does. Oh my god, I'm almost hearing the comments. If they did a Turbo special, they have would have to be both casts? I mean, yeah. Blake Foster, when I interviewed him, wants to come back. Nakia wants to come back. I think Kat would like to come back. Those are your and Johnny Young Bosch has already come back. So I think those are the people that you would need. And then most of the in space cast minus I don't know if Patricia would come back or not. She's a hero in real life now. So it's just depending. I know she doesn't like to do the cons. I just don't know if she'd come back as a ranger. She's actually ripped. The last picture I saw, she's all like muscled out and everything. Back in the tubes. Right. Nate caused Evox one. That's true. Nate did cause Evox to be released. Yes. Okay. I trust your word. Yes. Alpha 5 had been upgraded by Billy. So like Iron Man suits, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. Well, no. So I think so there was Alpha 5. Alpha 6 was introduced when it was Demetria. I don't think Alpha made him. I think he was just an upgrade. We had Alpha 6 through Lost Galaxy. And then we had Alpha 7 and Wild Force for the what do you call it? The Forever Red. And then Adam went and got Alpha 6 out of a crate and for once a Ranger. And now so Alpha 8 was after Alpha 7. And Alpha 8 got eat up by Robo Rita. So Billy could have made Alpha 8. That's a possibility. And he clearly made Alpha 9. So I don't know if he's upgraded. He wasn't there. He wasn't there for the other upgrades. Turbo is my second favorite season next to In Space. Turbo has grown on me for the years. Turbo has grown on me over the years, for sure. Alpha 5 might come back. Ooh, like Alpha 1. That'd be sweet. But I would have loved to see Jason and Kimberly and JDF before JDF died. I would have too. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There was a lot of reasons why he didn't come back for this special. The special was filmed before he passed. So I didn't realize it was that bad until recently, until I did a video on Jason David Frank. And it was crazy. So Derpy Entertainment in the house. How are you, my friend? I love this special. I too. No offense to the Turbo fans. Because you said Turbo is trash. You got to live and stand by that now. Very good regarding the Alpha history. Thank you, my friend. Turbo is a lot better once you watch the Sentai version. I've watched up to Kaku Ranger, and I have not watched past Kaku Ranger. I really wanted to watch O Ranger because I have some O Ranger toys, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been so busy. Turbo wasn't that bad, but I think the Turbo actually had some of the best swords. To be honest, like it was the first time we got cars, and I think they look really good. And me, I had pieces of I don't know if you can see it right here. Actually, let me put on my light. Where's my remotes? Of course, I don't have my remote when I need it. Oh, here it is. So I actually have the Turbo Megazord here. And some of the stuff was really hard to find. Of course, that one light's not working, is it? That's low. Some of the pieces of it were really hard to find. I had the whole thing except for the sword and the shield, and it took a long time to get. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. There we go. So yeah, I really love the Turbo toys. They're really cool. Why Rita so easy to fight? I thought she'd be hard to fight. I don't think she was that easy to fight. They had to stab her from behind to even have a shot. So, Doorknob Turbo gets undeserved hate in my opinion. I can understand why it was at the time. I think those actors, especially Tommy, just didn't want to be there, and there was a whole lot of stuff. So, the second cast kind of saved it for sure. I don't know if Rita was really dead. Why not? Why not? Everybody comes back. Let's see. Hey man, do you think if the actor who played Cole didn't do what he did, then we would have gone Wild Force reunion and seen Cole married Alyssa and having kids would be great? I don't know. I think we're getting a red Wild Force Ranger toy soon, but we're not going to get the head sculpt. So um, I think they're going to take any controversial person and just ignore them. Just use their Ranger forms. We need a Zeo special with Tanya and the return of Gasket and Arkina. That'd be sweet. I really want a Zeo special for sure, man. How awesome is Forever Red? I loved Forever Red. I just wish it was 2 episodes like it was supposed to be. I did talk to Christopher Kamen Lee about there being different versions or some or supposed to lead into something, and he said he didn't know about that. He had just seen the one script. Um, but yeah, LeBron they talked about it in the special. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Johnny Buddy. I hope we get a sequel to Once and Always featuring the return of Scorpina. Yes, we need Scorpina back. Where has she been? She just like disappeared one day. She like showed up to fight Aisha one time, and then was it Aisha or was it Adam? Can't remember. She just showed up one time and disappeared, and that was it. I was confused as to why they used the Green Ranger when Green Ranger power is depleted in season 2. Should have been the White Ranger instead. Well, the Green Ranger came back in Super Mega Force. Then Tommy in the 25th anniversary and Dimensions in Danger had the Master Morpher, and he again had access to the Green Ranger powers. He had access to all his powers. The only one we didn't see was Red Turbo. But yeah, that I would have loved to hear them explain how they got those powers back, for sure. That would have been really cool. Shifted to Turbo. Have the Morpher. It's buried right now. No, sorry. I mean, after she blew up, maybe. The Rescue Megazord. I love that's one of my favorite Megazords. I love the Turbo Megazords. Actually, I have the Artillotron too. It's right up there. It's missing the stickers. I have Pyramides. I got some stuff. I got a little bit of stuff. Is that light on? I don't know. That's my collection, guys. It looks good. I really want to watch it. I gotta get past. I gotta start O Ranger. I at least gotta go in order, man. To be honest. I Marie Tommy has the Master Morpher. You didn't watch 20 years. Yep, or Solar Dragon. Yep, that's what we are talking about. Same with Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed because it's Leo and Kendrick and Carter and Dana. Yep. I'm sure. I know Jason Font would love for them to come back. I think he would come back in a second. So maybe I don't know about Dan Sutherword. I think is his name. Guy played. Oh my god, I can't think of the Eric Quantum Ranger. Zeo Special would be great. That opening song is a classic, dude. Like all the music back then was amazing. All the Ron Wasserman stuff is awesome. Robert Simone, my friend, thank you for joining us. It was the first time ever that we heard Kat say pterodactyl. It was because she only said Pink Ranger power or maybe Pink Ninjetti power, but she never said pterodactyl. You are completely correct. I know this is random, but I wonder what happened with Master Rider. I want to know too. I want to know what's going on with those rights. I wonder if that was part of the deal. I would love to see a Master Rider figure or just a cameo as well. How do you feel about MMPR Red and Green seeing Masters out in Giant Field? Elder Romero, yeah. Think about doing a video on that. I'm gonna hold that question. If I don't do a video by 2 weeks, I'll come back on here and we'll talk about that. Join us. I don't know if you join us, but put your notifications on for sure. I want to talk about that. Where do people find morphemes really once again to collecting them? About morphers? I found the morphers on eBay. Most of them. Still have light on, don't I? Yep, I still have light on. I just turn it off because it'll drain the batteries off of them. It's annoying. First time Cat used the power bow too. It was. It was. I need Hasbro to develop more morphers. They don't all have to be line collection. I mean, I bought the Dino Fury one. I bought the Beast Morphers one. I didn't get the Ninja Scale because I didn't really like it. Probably should get it. I actually don't like any blasters that are or any morphers that are blasters. I really don't like those. That's just me though. Honestly, a SPA series needs to happen with Adam Aisha because Johnny Young Bosch cheese that his character isn't done yet. Ooh, I need to watch that full panel. I want to hear that. I know there's a comic book coming out on Ranger Academy. My third favorite Red Ranger next to Andros and Jason is the Quantum Ranger. He's a cool Ranger. He's like we got like all these anti-heroes in the 90s and nobody acknowledged it. Like Power Rangers was doing it first, then it became cool with Marvel and DC, but Power Rangers did it first. Man of Defender, and then Quantum Ranger. They left things open for the special open from the special character wise for sure. I agree. Morphers, my bad. Apparently, Apple keyboard doesn't know what morphers are. No, I get you. I had to teach my keyboard what it meant. And JJ could take over Tommy's Master War continues legacy. I think if they're going to use, I talked about this before, and Dave always gets mad at me, but for them to use JJ, they either have to say like this is like 10 years in the future or 15 years in the future, because it seems like if he's a karate camp, he's probably like middle school age. Because in Dimensions in Danger, it kind of seemed like he was like 10, 9 or 10. There's a little bike on the ground, and it was like a kid size. So I would think he'd be in middle school by now. So that was 5 years ago. So maybe, or maybe even high school. But we got to get another 10 years. So the other guys say this is 10 years in the future, and then you might lose some other Rangers because it's 10 years in the future. It's a possibility. Power Rangers Unlimited comic with Hyperforce is coming, my dude. Is Hyperforce really coming? Oh, I did see that. I saw a promo picture. I remember that. I just saw the picture. I didn't really see what it was about. That's sweet. That's awesome. I know the special is 55 minutes long, but I wish there was more on more fights and more character development. So I really hope we get more specials and team ups. It's really weird because you know we're asking for more unmorphed fights and more character development, and we got that in the 2017 movie, and people said they wanted less of that and more suit time and more Zord fights. So I don't know where the medium is, So I was just showing off some pictures because I think these are cool. But yeah, that's I think they try to just do a hard pivot. They did more action time in this than character development, and now people are saying, "Oh, I wish they would have gotten into more details." It's very strange, very very strange. Um, whoa. They could follow up from Soul of the Dragon. Yeah, but that means that Tommy's no longer a Paint Ranger if it's after Soul of the Dragon. Because remember, his powers get depleted. It's coming. It looks awesome. Awesome. Do you believe that Hasbro is attempting to foster a new Legacy Ranger like JDF with multiple Power Rangers, Dino Fury Red and Pink Ranger actors? Okay, so I talked to Hunter Dino about that in our interview. How Amelia was such a centerpiece of Dino Fury, and we didn't appear like that as first, but then the more you got into the story, realizing like the Pink Ranger is really the point of view character. Like this is all happening around Amelia. I do believe Hasbro would love to make another Ranger that is as important and crazy popular as Jason David Frank. I just don't see it happening right now without Power Rangers becoming a worldwide phenomenon like it was in 1993 to 1996, where you could not get one single action figure without, having to go to the black market, or yeah, I don't know, not black market, but like it was sold out all the time. Um, People were lining up, breaking, records in movies, and um, shutting down Los Angeles because they did were doing a meet and greet. It has to become a mega worldwide phenomenon again for them to create a range, or for them to be another Ranger as popular as Tommy was, because that was all around Tommy. You got to remember, Power Rangers was crazy popular even before the Green Ranger, but when Jason David Frank as Tommy entered as the Green Ranger, it was next level, and it didn't stop for years. It was a worldwide phenomenon up until shortly after the movie. It didn't lose any steam until shortly after the movie, but it was just a powerhouse engine. So you have to have that same spark that happened for them to have someone else be as popular as Jason David Frank, and I think that'd be really, really, really hard to do. It's just like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like everybody wants him back because we're not getting that fulfillment that we had before because he's gone now. Um, That's the way it is. So I don't know. I'm wondering if the show will survive through an NPR style alongside. I don't know. I really hope it will though. Hey, Legacy Nerd, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once and always already had made 91% on Rods. That's good. That's awesome. Hey, Robert, good to see you in the chat. I really appreciate you being here. Tanya Atkins, my youngest, was 2 months old when 2017 came out. I started them young. Yes, that's what's up. My little one, I has a Pink Ranger shirt and a Power Rangers onesie, and she has her own set of Power Ranger plushies already. Hasbro needs to keep Min Kwan and have her take over, and we need a full series with Hasbro or Hasbro on Netflix. If you're please Hasbro listening, please make it happen. Telling you, go on the post. I don't know if Hasbro watches me. Sometimes I feel like Hasbro watches me because things happen like coincidentally right after I say something or on here. But I don't think they're watching me tonight. I think they're done with me. But go on their post and tell them. I think the second important ranger like Tommy is Andros. Important wise, yes. As mega popular as Tommy was, no. I hope we see Min and Cosmic Fury even briefly. I do too. That'd be really cool. Since Aisha is part of SPH, she's basically a retired Ranger. Huh? I agree with that. Do you think Hasbro has potential to recreate the 1990s Power Rangers from or close to it? I don't know. It could. It could happen. Karate Kid happened twice with Cobra Kai. It became a worldwide phenomenon. It was really popular back in the 80s too. It was a worldwide phenomenon then and became a worldwide phenomenon now. So it happened with Cobra Kai. It's got to be like super big though, like super big, like selling out movie theaters and stuff again. Yeah, I mean, Saved by Made by. Oh, I got you, man. True that Power Rangers forever. Hey, Steven, I appreciate you being here, Steven. I definitely want the ninja coins, the green and white power coins, and the gold Zeo morphers are Thunder Morpher and Dino. Yep, you tell me this. I've seen you comment on this. We just want all the morphers. What's your opinions? I want all the morphers. I want them all, especially the ones I don't have. Robo Snizzard and Robo Minotaur were definitely the Bebop and Rocksteady special, but they were good choices. I really liked those monsters being here because they were well selected and they just looked really, really good. I was really happy with what we got as far as the monsters went. I didn't know if there was going to be any more, but I think these ones really worked out. I think they look really cool. The monsters were portrayed really well. They seemed formidable. I really liked them. I'm glad they did that. 80s kid from 90s saying, and reboot, I would like to see the stuff adapted, see stuff adapted from the comics, Solar Rangers, maybe. I feel like well, at least in, okay, yeah, in the reboot, maybe they go more with the comics. For now, I feel like they just ignore them or they make their own weird copy of them. But the comics are doing really cool things. I have a crush on Ciara. Dude, I would love to interview her. She'd be awesome. Power Rangers 2024. We need lightning figures of Robo Snizer and Minotaur. We do. We need them ASAP. I completely agree. Dane Clement says, I love Once and Always. It was great. I wish they had the Dragon Zord and Once and Always. I did too, but I understand why I wasn't there, and I'm cool with it. They should do a Forever. Robert Simone said they should do a Forever Blue or another red or maybe yellow. When I talked to Hector David Jr., he is the Green Ranger from the Samurai Rangers. He was friends with Jason David Frank. He says he has plans for Forever Green. Watch that interview. Watch that interview with Hector David Jr. He has plans for Forever Green that were passed down to him from our friend JDF. So go watch that interview for sure. Snizzer was always one of my favorite seasons of my favorite season one monsters. He's really cool. I ordered him. I finally ordered him. He went on sale and I ordered him. And just haven't opened it yet. Nostalgia is a powerful thing. If you use it right, I hope to see Power Rangers get that crazy popular again. I agree. I would love to see them that popular. You mean the TV movie, sir, wasn't a show? Okay. I really thought that King Spinks would appear in the special as Robo Spinks along joint alongside Snezzer and Minotaur. I didn't know. I didn't know what we'd get. I really didn't. I like the comics being a different timeline. I do too. Who is a Ranger actor that you wish to interview that you haven't had a chance to or hard to get? Oof. Uh, let's think about that. Mm, ooh, that's a good question, man. You have me thinking. I would love to interview Walter Jones. I don't know how hard it is to interview him. Um, I've been fortunate with my interviews, just people agreeing to them. And that was before I had 1,000 followers. I didn't have 1,000 followers back then. Um, but I think I want to interview Walter Jones next for sure. And I think that that's something that I could attain for real. I would love to interview Steve Cardenas too. He's a local boy here. I think he lives in LA now, but I would love to interview him. Um, I feel like Catherine may be hard to interview. I haven't seen a lot of interviews with her, so I would love to interview her as well. Um, a lot of the NPR podcasts, and of course, any other ranger I would love to interview. You know, but I think the hard one would be Walter for sure. He hasn't come around this area for a while. Rich Ranger winner was Alyssa. I want to. Ooh, Alyssa. Ooh, I want to think of the. Was it Yellow Ranger? Was no. Ooh, someone you might need to ask. There was an Aisha from NPR, if that's what you meant. I want to say it's not Mega Force. Someone in the chat might know. Who if there's an Alyssa Ranger? Fire. And had a great tribute to Dewey and Jason. I really love that the song was just sad for sure. And um the tribute that they had was I think everybody teared up when they probably saw that tribute. Um yeah, I did. I definitely, especially the pictures, especially the picture they used for Jason David Frank when he was just so young. You can tell that's the Green Ranger outfit for sure. And yeah, it's crazy, man. How did I get so behind in the chat? White Tiger Ranger. Yep. A movie event crossover would be great. Would love to see the 2017 movie Ranger brought back. I don't know, man. I feel like those actors have moved on. A lot of them become super famous now. They got them early, and that was good, but they didn't keep them. That was bad. Ranger Stop Atlanta. I'm going there one day. I actually talked about Nakia about that, and I think she was about to invite me, and then I messed up and said I was just not going to go because it's in Atlanta and I'm in Texas, so that's tough. Get a John Tui interview. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I would love to do that. Any of the SPD cast, I feel like I don't see a lot of interviews with them. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Would you interview DJ Rivers? Yes, I would love to interview DJ Rivers. He actually followed me recently on Instagram. I was like, holy crap, DJ Rivers followed me. That would be really cool. I would love to interview him. I love his work, man. Especially the stuff with Starlight, man. They can't do Forever Green, White, Red, Black without Jason David Frick, aka Tommy Oliver. Yes. I think they could. I think they could. I think they could. Fayetteville Comic Con one day. I'm going there. Oh man, I've been seeing the promos for that. Man, they're giving like I saw they because I followed Jenna, and Jenna they give her like a changing room. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That is really cool. Alyssa was Wild Force, right? Okay, okay. What is the actor? Her name is Jessica Ray, right? That's her name. That's her real name. Don't quote me. Ranger Restoration. I don't know. That could happen. Becky G's a singer. Oh, I would love to see. Oh, I would love to interview Becky G. Would my fiance let me interview Becky G? I don't know. I would love to interview Becky G. Becky G, if you're watching, hey. Have you played Battle of the Grid? I played the Legacy Wars. I haven't played the one on any of the systems. No, I played the mobile game. Okay, thanks. I'm going to WonderCon one day. Oh, awesome, man. Hey, man, if they were should have been a Ranger couple, who would they be? If they were a should have, like who could have been a Ranger couple? Mm. Tanya and Adam. Feel like there was something there. I like how the comics did Trini and Jason. I wish they would have said more like Andros and Ashley, like actually gone the full way and said they were a couple. Because even Zane had it. date with Corone or Astronema. So that was more. Yeah, Kendricks and Leo, like all the ones I just wish they would have followed through for sure. Robert Kane, Amy Jo Johnson, making a song down the road, have Twee and Jason on the album cover. That'd be sweet. No problem. My 80s kid, my memory for Power Rangers is scary. I would be fine if they recast and kept the suits and storyline. With Miss Billy, though, he was my favorite in that movie. Okay. What was his name? You thought this 2017 movie. Oh my god, yeah, it's gonna bother me. I had all their names memorized at one time. Yep, Jessica Ray. That's correct, Melissa. Power Morphicon one day, dude. That's the goal. I hope. I would love to be like not only go to Power Morphicon, but like I go and they're like, "Hey, can you moderate a panel?" Like I would love that. That'd be so cool. Uh, when you interview Royal Sky, I don't know. So the reason I interviewed Jenna Frank was because like she's doing a movie, like she's part, she's doing something with the fandom. Royal is Sky is more of a singer who is the daughter of Jason David. Oh, I got something in my face of Jason David Frank. I don't know what I would interview her about. That's the thing. I'd just be talking about her dad, and I think that's unfair. And so I really don't know what I would interview Sky about unless she was gonna do something like be in a movie, even if it wasn't like have anything to do with Power Rangers, but if she was part of the fandom more, rather than just the singing part, I think I could lean into that interview more. But I don't know what I could interview her about. I think that's the issue with interviewing Sky. Fayetteville would be one I would try to get too close to me. Ooh, that'd be cool. How cool would it be to see Zordon? Ooh, I would love that. Great idea. I have a crush on Gia. You have a crush on everybody, man. These controversies regarding JTF, Wedo, and what happened to him. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Not gonna talk about that. All right, guys. It has been 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's a long time, guys. I'm glad we got to talk about. I'm glad to got to talk to you guys about once and always and what you guys thought about. I'm really sorry the other day because the comments were just coming in way too fast and I couldn't. It was hard to stay on track with what we're going to talk about and talk about what you wanted to talk about as well. So I wanted to get on here and do a follow up uh with you guys so I can specifically talk to you guys about what you guys thought about the special and just about Power Rangers in general. So I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. I don't know what I have planned for sure. I never know what I have planned next on this channel. I literally like I may get an idea for an interview tomorrow or an interview for a video tomorrow and I'll shoot it tomorrow, Um, they just come to me. So I can't tell you what I plan. What I can tell you guys, if you enjoy watching me, put your notifications on because I just do things so randomly. Like I'll go on live, like you guys. I was going on live 30 minutes before I got on here. So if you're enjoying my content, the notification bell is really important because I am so random. So I really appreciate you guys being here and staying up with me, man. I know it's kind of late Friday night. The comic touches on Zordon's beginning. Yes, I did see that and looks really good. May the power protect you all as well, sir. I'm sorry, as you as well, 80s kid from the 90s. Ranger couple, Eric Time Force and Taylor Wild Force. Oh, okay, you're going like more. Okay. This was fun, MMA fun. Good night, everyone. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I really appreciate you guys all being here. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Remember to hit up Dave's Dimension for the ride for Roswell. And please donate if you can. There's a lot of upside if you donate. You get a lot of chances of some great stuff. Remember, put your notifications on for the Legacy of Nerd. I do things so random up here and things will go crazy. I do have stuff to put up at the very least, but I want to do something. I have an idea of what I want to do next, and I want to discuss it because I think it's a really good topic. But thank you everyone. Ranger Restoration Repair, Astronaut Ranger saying, Austin McNeil, Thomas Franco, Tanya Atkins, MMA Head, Steven Listen, LeBron Fetts, 80s kid from the 90s, Steven Listen, Robert Kane, Matt, ZRJS, Roxy. Trying to go back a little bit. It was Uncaged Do to I'm never gonna say it. Austin McNeil, Elder Romano, Johnny Modero, Dane Clement. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to see if I got miss anybody else. I think there's that Tanya. I forgot. There's a new I Marie. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you for donating. I really appreciate you. Doorknob, Derpy Entertainment, Thomas Franco. I think I already said you. I Marie again, of course. Love you. Thank you for donating as well. You're awesome. Thank you all. You all have a good night, and may the power protect you all. And of course, you know what time it is. It's morphin time.